Oh, good evening, party people. What's going on? What's up, PM Collector Boy? What's up, RV Winkle? Arcane, Satellite, our Dominic. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing lovely. Just great with me and my little drinky here. Nice and fruity. Biggest criticism of the game is music. Oh, you picked this game up too. Oh, nice. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I know a couple people have. I think Shadows was saying they were probably going to dip out tonight because they really wanted to play this one themselves. We played a demo of this before, but I didn't get like hardly anywhere in it because I could tell right away it's pretty crunchy RPG. But I've decided I want to play this. I really want to play this either on stream or off stream. So either way, we're getting started tonight. Good evening, Manic. Good to see you. You're scared full of Vicky violence. You play a nice family game like Conquer's Bad for a day. Nice. Dominic, I meant to tell you, I might have mentioned it a bit last night. Did you know there's a really interesting dungeon crawler on the GBA? Do you know what I'm talking about? Can't wait for a night of ska. It's long overdue. Spent like an hour in character creation. Somehow I doubt I'm going to spend that much time on it, but I've seen from the screenshots, and they've got some gifs here of the way this goes. Actually, turn like strategic SRPG combat. Hang on, it's called Mazes of something. I forget now what it's called. Give me one sec. Look it up on the pocket. It's come on, you. Yeah, I was just screwing around with this playing random GBA games the other night, and I found Mazes of Fate is what it's called. Let me show you something. Oh yeah, it has for some reason it has the like DS warning screen on or something. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It starts you out in a little town, and you got to kind of prove yourself, and you have to clean out rats from a lady's basement. But it does a really good job of tutorializing all the dungeon crawly bits. Play it like that, can't see shit, perfect. Exactly what I had in mind. It's neat. The next time we do a GBA night, I will show y'all. It was pretty cool. I was getting into it. You might have heard of it. You should grab some. It seemed really good. I played for like 20 minutes. I played through the first couple of quests they give you, and I was having a good time with it. I enjoyed it. I don't know how complicated the combat system gets. It starts out pretty simple, so. Totally forgot that tonight was SKALD night. Well, I only really decided on this course of action last night, I think. I was torn on tonight. We were pretty wide open. I was thinking about just doing another import night, but honestly, we've played a bunch of those import games and discovered that more than a few of them are worth our time. So thought it might be good to give ourselves a little breathing room and do something else. And again, I really want to play this game. I want to get into it one way or the other, whether it be on stream or not. Play another Sega Master System night anytime soon. I was thinking about that today too, and I would like to keep on with that. So the thing is, next week is Steam Next Fest. So brace yourselves, buttress your feelings, chat, for a Next Fest demo wheel next week, okay? But the week after that, if what is the week after that? Like, well, we also got to fit in Pride Month Community Night, and that's either gonna be the 21st or the 28th. So I guess whichever week it isn't, we could probably do a Master System night, because yeah, I would like to do that too. Good evening, Shadows. Good to see you. Gee, I wonder what you're so excited about. Good evening, Fury, mauling the SKALD. Yeah, sometime, hopefully this month. Hopefully, because if it's not this month, going to be a while, actually, because we've actually got, chat, about 4 weeks until I leave for Japan. I have a summer vacation coming up, and I'm going to be leaving on July 4th, so I think if there is buttressing of feelings to be done, it's mostly over that. Good. Check my methods further up the screen. Potato problems. It's time to be a gamer. Steam is getting a remake of Clock Tower, old school beat 'em up for the old school Power Rangers, a Ratchet & Clank spiritual clone called Akimbot. All three look great. Oh, that's exciting. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw you post about that optional shadow skin. July, 7 Days to Die will finally have its official release. Wow, that's a long time coming. That's a rather momentous occasion, isn't it? Well, good for them. I'm glad they made it. What's up, Worst Elephant? Yeah, Clock Tower remake. I'm still kind of proud of getting through the original SNES Clock Tower. That thing was something. So yeah, did you all enjoy the Summer Games Fest? I didn't because I was in meetings in the afternoon, so I couldn't watch it. I just heard people talking about it after the fact and talking about things. Lego Horizon Zero Dawn is such an interesting choice. Like, of course, Lego does a whole bunch of licensed stuff, but I figured if they were gonna license games, they would have gone more mainstream with that, I guess. The amount of gay porn clogging up the Google results when it was first announced. My eyes just kind of gravitated to that comment. Watched trailers for about 10 minutes and then got bored. I was on the underside of whelmed with the Games Fest of Summer. UFO 50 has an actual release date, so the event was justified. Yeah, that's exciting. Good to hear that's finally gonna happen. Amazon done lost their minds by killing Newton World and having be reborn as an ARPG. Well, I mean, if as far as they're concerned it's dead, why not make something of it, right? I was glad to see Horizon Zero Dawn get more attention. Me too. Me too. Hopefully the Lego game is not similarly cursed to come out like the same day as like Dark Souls 4 or whatever, you know? Somehow, Eva, I don't think you're getting that one. Just, you know, call it intuition. Did some similar stuff with Lego Dimensions back in the day, basically a full-on Lego program. Yeah, Lego Dimensions. That was really unfortunate. Lego Dimensions was such a good concept that they fumbled super bad. Horrible monetization scheme, and really, what I heard is, as far as the gameplay goes, they didn't really take advantage of the IPs they mixed into it. So you were kind of overpaying for an underwhelming game. And it sounded like they just expected the novelty of being able to mix together different properties, which obviously didn't carry it. So. Hey, Helvy, what's going on? Things been on your wish list in 2019? Yeah, me too. So hearing that it's actually going to be a thing is pretty exciting. What's up, Chaos? Good to see you. Sliding on in with that emoji there. Gonna be keeping my eye on you. September 18th this year. That's awesome. This gives J.K. Simmons reprising his role as Cave Johnson. It's something. I mean, they also could have done that by just making another fucking Portal game. But Valve can't count to 3, famously. So. Womp womp. The Lego Thunderjaw doesn't fall apart in hilarious fashion. I'm starting a run. Almost 5 years today since you added it. Wow. I probably got some really old stuff on my, what do I have on my wish list? Anyway. I just added some stuff to it. I don't remember. Well, Titan Quest 2 is the one I really, really want. I just put Animal Well and 9 Souls on there because those both look really good. Had Deathloop and Doom Eternal on there for a while. Anno, Stray, Pacific Drive. Architect's been there for a while. Resonance of Fate has been there for a while, certainly. Haven, Alba, Labyrinth City, Archetype Final 2. I remember looking at these, Warm Snow and Dungeon Munchies, and they both looked like really cool games. I knew Dungeon Munchies was in early access for a really long time. Tohovania, low-key, I love Tohovania. I have, which one is it? Something Nights. I can't remember if it's Gensokyo Nights or Luna Nights. But one of those is the Metroidvania where you're playing as the maid with all the knives. And I really like that one. Tartarus Key I really want to get sometime. We played that a while ago for some like horror demo night, and that was really fun. I do want to pick up the newest Yomawari game at some point. I heard it's not great, but I don't know. I've invested so much in the other Yomawari games. Alba's an easy 2-hour game. Have you not gotten it by now? Because I forget. Like I will go an entire seasonal sale without actually looking at my wish list and just forget to buy things. I heard really mixed things about Graven. Like, I really like the demo for this, but I heard it wasn't coming together very well. I don't know how it turned out. Turning out. Excluding auditors, evolutions of Pikachu, what's your favorite Pokemon? I don't know, because I don't really know Pokemon outside that. I don't play Pokemon. Today I drew a mouse with big asses. I don't think my brain was allowing me to parse that sentence correctly. Today I drew a mouse with a big ass as incisive commentary for a comic. Thought you should know. Thanks. I think that kind of like blue screen part of my brain, but thanks, I guess. Took you a super huge wish list. I have a ton of stuff at the bottom. I'm waiting on to get it released. So if you said Graven sucked and I trust his opinion, that's a shame. That is a shame. Look, you were asking about Tartarus Key. I don't know if anybody's gonna remember this, but this was like, it's a first person, third person? I can't remember. But you're trapped in a creepy mansion. You gotta wander around, and it must be first person. Find clues and figure out why you're locked up in there and stuff. Yeah, I remember the demo for this was pretty solid. Had a really good atmosphere to it. It's got the whole like fake PS1 aesthetic to it, like emulated PS1 aesthetic. Not hardcore enough. Volgar the Viking was too damn hard. Volgar the Viking is really hard, yeah. I want to say I beat it. I either beat it or I got to the final boss, and that was more than enough for me. I have the Ebenezer Scrooge Metroidvania on here. I do want to pick up Cook Serve Forever sometime. I've heard mixed things about that. Oh, I have Tokyo Luna Nights because I have Gensokyo Night Festival on my wish list. Yeah, I have Sea of Stars too. The Sea of Stars demo is really, really nice. I have a bunch of city builders. I have this one, which looks really interesting. It looks like a Eastern European Banished, and like never goes on sale. Kingdoms Reborn Lakeside. This sends, I don't know anything about it, but it's from the guy who made Nisance. So I'm gonna keep it's on here so I can keep an eye on it. News Tower, Little Kitty, Haunty. This is where the newer stuff is. Haunty, Synergy, Duck Detective. I tried a demo for Underspace. This was pretty cool. It's like kind of cosmic horror space sim. Airborne Empire, I think, is from the people that made Airborne Kingdom, and I really liked Airborne Kingdom. Obligatory Silk Song. Tactical Breach Wizards. She Dreams Elsewhere, I feel like I played the demo for this like 4 years ago or something. And I've had it on my wish list ever since. Gestalt is a really pretty Metroidvania with art from the guy that made our RIP emote. Thomas Fechtmeyer. He is an excellent, excellent pixel artist. One of the best I've ever seen. He did art for the Blasphemous games as well. Effigy. Radio the Universe, I don't even know that much about, but y'all were really excited about it, so I threw it on my wish list. Haunted Space is really cool looking. Like, super double plus cosmic horror space sim. Fallen Aces. Nivalis is a weird one. It's made by the people who made Cloudpunk. I didn't like Cloudpunk. I thought it was really poorly written, but Nivalis sounds really cool. It's like a life sim in the big like cyber megastructure thing. Say it now, Radio the Universe. Aww. You have that Craft a Castle game wish listed? Would that be probably not Kingdoms Reborn? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. And then Spirit and Stone. I forget what this one is. Dream Settlers, the new one from the Hypnospace people. New Deep Sleep. The Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest. And Promise Mascot Agency is the new game coming from the creators of Paradise Killer. Y'all know how I feel about Paradise Killer. I don't have Manor Lords wish listed, no. I should, though. Manor Lords is like right up my alley, and man, that game blew up too. Yeah, Promise Mascot Agency looks wild. It looks like a pretty nuts time. So. Anyway, maybe we should play a video game, chat. What do you think about that? What would you think if I said we were playing SKALD against Black Priory? Tiny Glade. Oh, Tiny Glade. Yeah, that one's really cool looking. No, that's it. I try to keep my wish list lean. I think the longest my wish list ever got to was like 120, and I stopped putting stuff on there unless I took other stuff off. And I started making a point every sale to like buy out the cheap stuff, and then if I didn't buy something, I took it off the list. So I have a nice, I have a fairly nice lean wish list at this point. Japanese mascot suits are real and they need representation. I like that wallpaper. Yeah, you can thank Arcane for that one. And the general Super Solitaire fandom that we garnered here. 162 games on my wish list. I've known people who put so many games on their wish list, it crashes the Steam client. Like, they can no longer open their wish list page because it will just crash. It will just die. And I think that's really funny. 2,514, perfect. Yours is 69 games. Oh, hi. Hey, it's, Peeb. I know Peeb. Did that game come out? I don't think that game. I hope that game comes out someday. I want to play the Peeb game. I want to get Peebin'. 90 plus Firefox tabs on my phone. Get on my level. Tabs! Tabs are their own ball of wax, if you asked me. It seems really quiet. Like, weirdly quiet. Oh, because the volume's set to 40%. Let's do that. That's more reasonable, I think. Do we need... Maybe we need 100%. Let's go all in. Let's see. Do I need to worry about any of these settings? Extensive tutorials? Yes, God, please, yes. Played Backpack Hero for that 3 hours last night. Woke up today and couldn't remember what I played. You need to care how memorable that game is. Some people really like that game. Oh, that's a lot of rerolls. I see rerolls. I'm sure there's the fonts button. Oh, cool. You can actually change the fonts. That's neat. I like that. I like that. Okay, anyway. Before we jump into it, let me just remind you of the schedule. Tonight is a sort of kind of variety night. We're checking out SKALD. I wanted to give this one a nice couple of hours to really get into and learn how it works and take my time with. Tomorrow night, we're back to the power hours. Fair warning about tomorrow night. I think I'm going to start tomorrow night with game request closed. We've spent an entire night and change on the first 2 pages the power index, and I feel like people have probably at this point requested what they're going to request. So I will consider additional requests if you want to make them in chat, but not through official channels for that, because I've still got 4 games to play off of that, so I'd like to get through those and actually turn the page tomorrow and see what that leads us to. No stream on Sunday. I don't stream on Sunday, and then Monday we have options. If y'all think this game is just the bee's knees, if you think it's super cool, then I would be more than happy to stream it for you, assuming I like it too. We can continue on Monday. If not, and that's kind of what I assume people are going to lean towards, just because I know you. I know you, Chad. We've been doing this song and dance for a long time. I know you. I got other stuff we can play. Probably leaning towards Dread Delusion, if y'all would be amenable to that. So I suppose if you want to pit things against each other as you're watching SKALD tonight, consider if you want to see more SKALD on Monday or Dread Delusion. The Claire B. Winamp skin for you. That's nice. Anyway, let's do it. New game. Choose visual style. Default is recommended. I like default. Let's continue. Welcome to the character creation. Start by picking a difficulty for your playthrough. Difficulty can be changed during play. Nice. We could be playing Dread Delusion now, but I definitely want to stream Dread Delusion. This one I wanted to test out with y'all first. So Freaklet brought this a few days ago. I'm having a lot of fun. The biggest complaint I might have is it's sometimes hard to parse what is traversable terrain. Fair enough, fair enough. It has a very crunchy visual style, doesn't it? I think normal should be fine. Only very limited artificial smoothing on certain dice rolls. Sure, let's see how normal treats this. Next, select a class for your character class and define a character's role in the party by adding certain exclusive abilities. Arms Master is a warrior that does not have a specialized feat tree. Instead, the Arms Master has access to all the combat-centered feat trees, and they start with extra development points to represent their martial expertise. Main attribute for this class is Strength. Battle Magos. Archetype Magos. The Battle Magos is a Magos, specializing in the destructive spells of the Fire Magic School. Unlike other Magi, you also get access to a few basic combat-related feats and may wear light armor. The main attribute for this class is Intellect. Maybe you get used to this font. Is kind of rough on my eyes. I think all the fonts in this game are kind of like this. It is a chunky, like, pixely game. But I will read out all the really relevant stuff at the very least. Champion Cleric. Champion is a cleric who excels in the use of blades and armor whilst still having limited divine spellcasting abilities. Main attribute of the class is Present. Interesting. Guild Magos. A Guild Magos is a spellcaster who can develop all the different arcane spell schools fully. This comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat-related feat. Main archetype for this class is Intellect. Hierophant is another cleric type who can develop all the different divine spell schools fully. Comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat-related feats. Hospitalier. Cleric who serves as a frontline healer. Well armed in armor, they can stand their ground against overwhelming foes, whilst also getting access to the highest tiers of the Body Magic School. Game seems to reward specializations, skill checks are pretty high. Good to know. Officers of Warriors serves as a force multiplier through the tactical skills, issuing orders across the battlefield. They vastly improve the performance of their fellow party members. Ranger is a warrior specializing in ranged combat with access to limited nature magic, and Thief is a rogue, uses stealth to set devastating backstab attacks. I think I might try magicking in this. Four Thieves. Go full on one. Just found out there's a reboot of Tiny Toons. I'm worried watching will kill your childhood. The original Tiny Toons felt like you had to be there. I spent my vacation still screaming. Yeah, how I spent my vacation is amazing. I remember that one. you make 4 characters or 1? I think you start with 1 and then you get additional 1. I know you can have up to 6 because there's 6 here. I don't know if this is actually going to be the right place for me to live, but there's 6 character slots over here. So, and God only knows what kinds of things we're going to run into. I'm kind of wondering, I'm thinking either Guild Magos or Officer. Because Guild Magos is like, go full magic, damn the torpedoes. Officer is like if I really want to manage a party. Because I don't know if you're going to be able to find a character like an officer in this. So that I will leave up to you. I'm not doing a thief. I'm particular about thieves. So what do you think, chat? Magic or officer and gentleman? Reboot is for a new audience. Personally, I don't mind when I saw. I haven't sat down and watched it. Found mages to be a little too squishy for your taste. Officer. You make terrible thief in both wizardries, right? Named one after you. I remember that. I think the baby class is good for baby gamers. I vote wizard. I think to be safe, I'm gonna go with officer. I think I will take that. Because I really don't know what to expect from this game. Select a background for your character. Backgrounds have points and skills, influence, starting conditions, and narrative content. Acolyte, claim connection with the divine that goes far deeper than most. Whether legitimate or not, you're always ready to dispense holy wisdom, be it imperial gospel or the profane ramblings of the heretic. Attunement. Courtier, your time spent kissing noble arses has made you master of navigating the cutthroat politics of the imperial lay courts. Awareness and diplomacy. Criminal. Stealth and thievery. Ex-legionary is a carrying bonus. Gilder is crafting and diplomacy. Gold in your purse and blood on your hands. Noble is diplomacy and lore. Sailor is athletics and crafting. Sellsword is athletics and a lot of vitality. Street rat is initiative and thievery. Thug is just better with clubs. Vagabond is crafting and survival. Waddling is stealth and survival. Let's try noble, yeah. Yeah, RV Winkle suggested it. Dave suggested it. Also, good evening, Dave. Good to see you. I like oh, you can click on it. Sweet Jesus. It's a general knowledge skill. Diplomacy is used to, god damn it. Diplomacy is used to lie, bargain, or sway others in negotiations. They put an extra space in here. Alright. Oh boy, points! Distribute points to your primary attributes and skills. These go a long way towards defining your character mechanically. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so agility. Attribute influences stealth, thievery, crit chance, initiative, range, 2-hit, dodge. Fortitude is vitality, wound, survival, toughness, intellect, crafting, and lore. Presence is awareness, diplomacy, healing, and willpower, and strength is my main attribute. How high does it go? Okay, I can go to 4 on it. I think I'm going to do strength and presence and fortitude, maybe? And then skills. I have athletics. Use a jump, climb, swim, or sprint. Counts encumbrance from armor. Awareness. Counts encumbrance to headwear. Ability to know small details and hidden things. Crafting. Diplomacy. Healing. Lore. Stealth. Survival. And thievery. Well, we got 6 points here. How high do these go? Looks like they go up to 7. I did like 5 and 4 and be a little more aware and a little more athletic. Sure. Okay, let's go with this. These are the feats derived from your class. Distribute your development points and then gain benefits and new abilities. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Arma. Rawa. Lean. What do we got here? Arms mastery. 1 rank melee accuracy. 3 ranks is range. 6 ranks is precise strike. Executes an attack with +4 accuracy. Nice. Melee accuracy is just +1 to hit. Bred for war. Increased athletics. Increased toughness. Second wind. Leadership initiate. Increased diplomacy. Inspiring kill. Killing an opponent in armed or unarmed melee combat. All allies who witness the kill get the inspired condition for 1 turn. Nested tooltips chat. Gotta love it. Additional melee range to hit. Forwards. Adds lesser haste and inspired. Cool, okay. What do these lead to? Axe, shield, sword, axe, shield, sword. Okay. Okay. This leads to toughness and calloused hands and armor mastery and brutality. Nice. Okay. And this leads to better leadership stuff. Well, I'm sure that's good. Okay, so that's how we do that. Okay. But what does this require? Character must be okay. Okay, I bet all of these. Oh no, this one just requires you to be level 5. Okay. So if I do one of these, that unlocks these. But I don't know. I don't know what kind of weapon I'm gonna want. The second wind removes bleeding and heals. Okay, well that's cool. Increased toughness is more toughness. Charger, it gives me a charge bonus. Okay. What is this? Light armor mastery. That's brutality. Gives me additional crit chance. Maybe later. Do that, and then let's go for inspiring kill. How about that? Become the leader you wish to see in the world? Yes. The kind that inspires people by murdering those around them. Alright, finalize your character by editing their appearance. Can't believe we broke it already. Alright, so we can be... I think literally the only thing flipping gender does is change whether or not your character is depicted with a beard in their icon, not necessarily their portrait. What if I hit randomize? What do we get? Okay, she seems cool, but that doesn't really match up with that. What gender do? I didn't hear. It just changes if you have a beard or not. That seems to be all it does. How many portraits are there? There's 10 portraits. Beardy guy, unbeardy guy, stubbly guy, He-Man, lady, long hair lady, bob hair lady, shaved side lady. Be shaved side lady. I like that. All dwarves are male, I guess. So now I just need to get my... Oh, wait. I bet... Facial hair, yeah. That's okay. Where's your hair color? Close enough. That's right. Oh. We have main colors. There's a lot of them, too. I'm gonna go with this green. It kind of matches her portrait. Maybe white leggings. And a... There we go. Perfect. They absolutely love the idea that all dwarves grow beards regardless of sex. Alright, yeah, let's go with this. Type in name and press continue. Name must be between 3 and 10 characters long and may only contain standard English letters. I want a cool name. I don't want a meme name. What should we name this lady? She is a noble officer, tough as nails, looks badass. What do we call her? Alcyon Scrimble, cool lady. Koi. It's on Gertrude. That's Astral. I like that. That sounds cool. Let's go with that. Boom. Here we go. Prologue. We're into it, chat. On the wine, dark, raging seas of the Outer Isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the accursed island of Idra. Can I click on these? Woo! Love it. The Outer Isles is a concept. Northeasterly archipelago serves as a midway point between the Gallian Empire and its colonies. Main port is Idra, main island in the Outer Isles. The main settlement is the port of Horin. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. I can choose how I handle this. Rise well rested and ready to go. Get up mouth dry and head pounding. Rouse yourself from deep meditation. I am well rested and ready to go. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Be on your way. All right. Desk. A desk with maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles. Course drawn towards an island named Idra. Okay. Something just struck the ship. Interactables. Mousing over an interactable object will make a yellow outline appear. Left mouse click to interact with the object. Right mouse click to examine it. Holding down shift will highlight all interactable objects in view. Some are hidden and won't be highlighted until they are spotted. So it goes. A chest. Loot. Let's see. So that's attack, that's spell, that's hide, pass turn, view journal, view inventory. Gonna be my inventory. There we go. Double click it. I have. Oh. Equip your loot. There is a. There's a chest on the other side of the door. Let's see. Retrieve arms from chest. Locked. To your surprise, you realize this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you can slip the lock with a thin blade or use something to smash it. I will use my dagger. You slip the dagger through the gap in the door and lift the bar that was locking you in. The door begins to creak open. Isn't all what I thought it was from the Steam screenshots, though? Some sort of roguelike? No, this is a full-on, crunchy, old-school RPG that came out a week ago. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the deck above. You should make haste. Oh, Lord, look at the stuff. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Give me everything. What can we use? Alright, I got some leather armor. I'm gonna have an actual sword now. Wear this helmet. Can I... Yes, there we go. Soak, encumbrance, yada yada yada. Ah, you can see us in our little helmet now. It's so cute. I spotted something. Oh. You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils. As you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone or something fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sounds from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows, a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forward. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leave no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common ship rat has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. We attack. Initiative and combat characters act in order of initiative. You can view the initiative order by using the initiative widget on the left side of the screen. Mousing over the widget makes it pop out. Note that mousing over a name will make that character's outline flash on the battlefield. I know, judgy, right? The widget on the lower right side represents the character's action points. The yellow pips represent movement points. The violet pips represent attacks. You move a number of tiles each combat equal to your movement points and attacks, but spending attacks to move means you won't be able to attack that turn. This is a good way of moving extra far. Death by rat would be an embarrassing headstone. Performing an attack will clear out all remaining movement points. In other words, attacking will end the character's turn in most cases. Pressing shift in combat brings up the tactical overlay and makes it easier to see the exact position of characters in the underlying grid. Settings menu, you can toggle the tactical overlay always be on during your turn. Steel thyself! Deploy your party! I shall be here and I shall begin combat. Ow. I think I was diseased. I think I've been horribly diseased. This gives me information on the rabid rat. It is a level 1 lesser rodent. It is unaligned yet hostile. Its status is ready. It has +2 to hit, damage 1 to 2, vitality 5, wounds 3, soak 0. Dodge, will, and toughness all +1. Immune to panic. It can infect you. And I clicked off of it, so it's fine. I obliterated him. I also obliterated him. Loot the corpses of your enemies. What the hell is this? Rat tail? A reagent used in potion of cure disease. Rats are so ubiquitously despised throughout the empire that certain merchants will pay a bounty for their tails, as will certain alchemists. What do you want your tune to? Pepperoni and cheese. Alright, how are we doing? She looks grimacy. I am weakly diseased. I have lost 1 agility. It can be removed by magic. Collect 10 rat tails. Oh my god, you can turn the lights on and off. That's super cool. Potatoes! Used in baked potato, farmer's omelet, fish stew, fried steak, mashed potatoes, roasted eel, salted fish, and vegetable soup. It is said that potatoes alone can nourish a man's body indefinitely. The same cannot be said for his soul. That is an excellent item description for potatoes. Love it. You have contracted a disease from your fight with the rats. You may see what conditions are affecting you by opening the character sheet. Check your click your portrait or press C to do so. Not all conditions are negative. Negative conditions can often be cured by magic or rest. This disease can be cured by a potion. Pick up and equip the lantern to search the area. Some containers are hidden until your character spots them. I picked up a lantern. Bit. Equip lantern. It is now brighter around me. I spotted something. Potion of cure disease. Salt. What's my inventory button? This is... I've consumed the potion and I'm no longer diseased. Excellent. Potatoes are revolutionary food because you can feed so many so cheaply. I really, really love potatoes too. Emerge onto the ship's lower deck as your eyes adjust to the darkness. You become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. Astril, here at last, growls a rough voice. You say, who's there? Show yourself, freeze and listen carefully, or you can just straight attack. I don't think that's necessary, though. Who's there? It's Roland. Where the tides have you been? Why are you skulking around below decks planning our landing? Mind your fucking business. What's going on? Planning our landing. The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. Did they say why? Wait. We turn back, we lose our shot at the girl. I gotta say that. And no one gets paid. Listen here, I know our boys better than most. We've hired them to go to Idra and kill. If we don't pay them, things will go bad quickly, but the sailors are bloody terrified. They claim something is hunting us. Let's go for all the good it'll do. Wait, there's a few sailors up ahead. Rattles a pair of rabbits. We're not here to make friends, if that's what you're suggesting. Bill Sailor, blood in the guild want to make you pay. Take the left door ahead and spare some trouble and a pay cut. Perhaps anything else you feel compelled to tell me? Let's get off this bloody boat. All right, we want left door. Roland falls in behind you. From above, agitated shouts can be heard. We've added a new character to your party. Press Q or the character portraits to swap the party leader. Okay. Current leader's attributes are used for tests outside combat. Oh, cool. Okay. So whoever you've got in your party, you can choose to make whoever you want the leader, and then that's who all the skill checks are put up to. Very cool. Familiarize yourself with the attributes and abilities of your party members and how the right character take the lead depending on the circumstances. When a new member joins your party, they level up to your current level. Because of this, we now see a level up icon on your new party member's portrait. The icon will show whenever a character is ready to level up. Double click the character portrait to begin leveling up. Roland is an arms master. He has a cell sword. He's strong. He's good at athletics and survival and not much else. He can kind of thieve a little. What is that? Two-hander, goddamn. Oh, okay. Ranks. Wow. Alright, so this is what the Arms Master tree looks like. Arms Mastery parlays into archery, axe, club, shield, sword, two-hand, and then expert and mastery of all. Apparently you can't master two-handers, which is interesting. Bred for war, tough as nails, callous hands, da-da-da-da-da-da. Cool. Well, let's give you some... You need level 5 for that. Alright, well, I'm going to make you good at two-handing, then. And we'll give you some of this, and some of that. And... make you tough and vital. Cool, okay. He's a tough bloke. Alright. Ah, whoever your icon is on the map is who your leader is. Cool, okay. Okay. What's this? New recipe, salted fish, and notice scrawled in crude letters. Cook, I cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There's a limit to how long a man can live on salt potatoes in Kirkland. Take head or get a dagger in the eye, ye cheap bastard. Interesting, arms mastery is available for both of you in Ronald McDonald. They're your choice of weapons to put points into is limited by class. Yes, it did mention during character creation that one of the deals of the arms master is they can master any arms. Whereas the officer and the other warrior classes will get a much more limited version of that. Which is, I think, a good way to do it. Crafting! It's crafting screen to create new items. Double-click ingredients in your inventory, place them in the workstation. Press craft. The recipe is valid. New items will be created. Recipe list in left column represents no recipes. You learn new recipes by experimenting and finding recipe books. Recipes that can currently be crafted are shown in green. Clicking green recipe will automatically yada yada yada. Depending on the crafting skill. Okay. I can make salty potatoes. I'm not gonna waste my potatoes like that. Do you have extra arms? Subterranean nutrition. I could live quite a long time on salted fish and potatoes. Oh, that's the stealth button. Cool, okay. Neat, I found the stealth button. That's a Perklin. I picked up a Perklin. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna try it. Let's do it. Astral has a crafting skill of 2d6 plus 1 versus difficulty 10 to produce a larger amount. Oh, so I think the crafting skill is just there to give you bonus? Let's find out. I have crafted a salted fish. The fisherman's best friend, preferably eaten with a mug of ale on the side. Food value of 7. Huzzah. We got thieves' tools and gold. What the hell is this? hump it pretty hard. Stop doing that. Alright, we wanted to take the door on the left, I believe, was the... Press the hide button to go in stealth mode. The action buttons also map to the numeric button. While in stealth mode, the stealth indicator becomes visible. Yellow indicator means you're in danger of being spotted. While your indicator is yellow, it'll count down to 0. When it reaches 0, you're spotted. Will become visible. Moving the lit areas being close to other characters will make counter go down very fast. Take the shadows. The indicator turns green. It means you're no longer in danger of being spotted. Spending time in green areas will refill your stealth meter. Okay. Yes, my character has no stealth ability, but I think they set that part up to ensure that you could actually get through there. Oh god, that made it dive hard. Like the way the shadows move. There we go. I'm sure it's fine. Sailor stares you wide-eyed and terrified. Dead Emperor is coming for us. It whispers to me. One that draws a weapon with shaking hands. Diplomacy versus 10. Calm yourself, you're guild sailors. Dice roll test. Diplomacy 6 plus 2d6, difficulty 10. Those odds are in my favor. Astro must roll 4 above on 2d6's seat on the diplomacy skill check. Roll 'em. You bring glory upon thine ancestors. Success. The men stop dead in their tracks, seemingly shocked back from their momentary lapse of sanity by your words. The pair blinks towards you in a moment of indecision and then stumbles up the main deck and the tumult that seems to be taking place there. Question I keep hearing Crunchy use when talking about RPGs. What the heck does that even mean? It means a lot of like detailed system. It means there's a lot to keep track of. Can't rest anywhere in this area, must look for a suitable campsite elsewhere. I wish Craps Dealer said that. The shoddy wooden chest, thievery 1 versus difficulty 10, athletics 6 versus difficulty 10. Let me force this lock. Success, barely. Oh, I gotta keep doing it. Okay. Unlocked it. I got a masterwork short sword and a buckler. Ooh. La la. There is fluff and there is crunch. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's like I wouldn't say like in general I would say like Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy. Those are not crunchy RPG. Like you mash your face through battles, you level up, you get more powerful in a very linear manner. The systems are not too complicated. This is a crunchy RPG. This is down to building out your, you know, you need to choose your character class, you need to come up with a build, your equipment and your feats need to complement your build. There's a lot more consideration going on here. No value judgment, of course. There are times and places for crunchy RPGs and times and places for fluffy RPGs. Right now, I want to be playing a crunchy one. Right now, I feel the need for prompt. Flimsy wooden door. Force it. Boom. Unlock it. Ooh, what happened here? The apothecary's desk. That's a bunch of potions. Do I have, hang on, do I have a weight limit? There is. We have a party inventory. Wait, okay. So between us, we can carry 310 pounds of junk. This is a love letter to tabletop RPGs. Yeah. Definitely. You recognize the corpse of one of the crewmates, a young man of barely 16 years called Sullum. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. Take that. And we'll take up some everything. We've got Brandy, Surgeon's Journal. Can I read stuff? Oh, hell yes we can. Written on the day of the departure from the May. I hope, chat, I hope you're locked in for a lot of reading and dialogue and books and stuff, because that's what we're here for with a game like this. Left Adler's helm today with a full complement of passengers. Mercenaries by the looks of it. Paid well. Ship was dispatched by Guild before we could fully restock medical supplies. Hopefully we won't need them. Then again, our passengers make me uneasy. Written 5 days ago. Brawl in mess had to set nose. Men seem on edge. Can't say I blame them. Have been sleeping poorly and dreams are unsound. Written 4 days ago. Eigen came to me today with a bite wound that he sustained whilst working in the hold. Didn't see creature, and I would say it was a rat's bite if it weren't for the size and some aspect of the dentition that I find hard to explain properly. Written 2 days ago. Was visited today by Navigator Aslam. He asked for white fern, a sedative, claimed he had trouble sleeping, suspected he was not fully forthcoming, and when pushed, he mumbled something about the stars being odd. Not sure what he meant, and he left before I could push him further. Written today, men are about to break. We cannot maintain our course for Idra. Captain advised me today to make ready the surgery and expect casualties. I suspect he intends to inform our passengers. They refuse to land on the island. If this is my last, the entry trails off. Dun, 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 dun. You emerge onto the deck and see two groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. All right, Captain, listen up. You direct your attention to the ship's captain. You know him to be a reasonable but suggestible man. At present, his usually placid eyes are wild with panic or anger. I paid you for passage to the shore, did I not? The captain lowers his weapon and speaks earnestly. The coast of Idra is cursed. We'd heard tales and assumed them grog-drenched rumors only. But there is something between us and the shore that will drag us all to a watery grave. We must sail on to land and the girl. There's desperation in the captain's voice. We're seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue the girl you speak of. We're out of time. Sail us in or argue the point with Gustavo. Gustavo turns a steely gaze from you, the captain. Let me spell this out for you, sea dog. We contracted to rescue the girl. If you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free. The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changed in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I have command. We can attack him. We can agree with them. Or diplomacy. I believe you. My contract with these men does not mention your survival. Once made a one-room module for Neverwinter Nights filled with nothing but shelves and chests. I've filled it with a copy of, among other things, every book in Neverwinter Nights I can find. Reading is good. Diplomacy. Diplomacy succeeds! I once again, chat, bring glory upon mine ancestors. A few of the ship's crew lower their weapons. The captain's eyes flip between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping sails. So be it. May the deep have mercy. You gain 300 experience. Oh, we fucked it. Suddenly, huge, monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck. Others snap the mast like they were matchstick. You stand frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. I shall aid Roland. He has a good heroic name. I shall honor it. Remember taking time to read all the random ass books in the game, especially since the setting was new to you at the time? It can be very rewarding. Very, very much so. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men beseeching you for help. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship. Grab him! You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip and your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you poised for the coup de grace. Abandoned ship! As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving into flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper, ever deeper. Peaceful blackness. I believe I will sing. Well, rip us, I guess. 2 weeks earlier. What's my inventory like? Okay, all that stuff is out of my inventory. That actually makes a lot of sense. A guardsman dressed in the livery of the noble house Baron. Guard scowls somewhat at you. Armsmaster Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you're not already done so. Surprise! Is that an out-of-this-world game? You can't go that way! Come here, whelp! Oh my. An aging armored man in the livery of House Baron stands and scowls at you, eyes like cold peer out from a craggy face, fringed top and bottom with wild white hair. Baron, you say. House of Baron is one of the richest, most influential houses in the north. The current head is Lord Cato Baron. I return his challenging stare. The other man crosses his massive arm, steps forward, and leans towards you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have you? His voice is full of gravel. There is now glint in his eyes as the old coals begin to warm up. Gideon, you old fool. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Gideon may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. Go easy, you old boar. Gideon steps back and allows you to breathe again before grabbing you by the shoulders. We heard of your father's passing. Truly, he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? Inglorious battle at my side, drunk and reeking of his own piss. Let's not dwell on it. No, my father would be glorious. The old warrior died a fitting death. Gideon is quiet for a moment, then breaks into a grin. We'll raise a cup to his name together, you and I, as soon as you're done with Cato and I can rustle up some ale fit for a guest. Gideon, why am I here? Master Cato will chew your plenty when you see him, Astral. Lyra, the new master at arms, awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you, and don't ask her not to. You think I had a temper. The joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. I get a diplomacy choice. What are you hiding from me? Versus 15 is a tall order, but I'm going to give it a try. I have brought glory upon thine ancestors. Never could pull the wool over your eyes. Truth is, many a day has been dark of late for House Baron. Perhaps it all started when you and your father left. A guilty grimace flashes across his face, or maybe it started even earlier. Gideon paused to blow out a long breath. I won't betray my master's confidence by saying more. Best you see him yourself. Very well, I'll go to the master at arms. If you want to explore for old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Baron will wait. We don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again. The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Whatever may come to pass, it did this old warrior a barrel of good to see you again, girl. The old man slaps you on the shoulder and parting, almost knocking you off balance. He then seems to remember something as he leans in conspiratorially. My damn knees are acting up again. Can't hardly sleep on account of the aches. Let me tell you, I'd take an arrow in the leg any day. We're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub. A bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man. Gideon shifts as if to emphasize his stiff knees. But first, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Talk to her first, and I'll be here for later. Old boar. Go ahead and put the lantern on. Let's get woof! Bark! Borf! You pet the dog! Chat, can you pet the dog and SKALD against the Black Priory? Yes. Yes, you can. End Eve alert, chat. Brace yourselves. Hold on to something. Here we go. To regular people, khakis are a specific type of pants, but to Bostonians, it's how they start their... Terrible. Oh, End Eve. Never change. A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she's the new master at arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Greetings, Astral. Master Cato welcomes you back to House Baron. The master is eager to meet with you and is ready at your leisure. However, if you wish to refresh yourself first, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food, and then perhaps walk the grounds and garden. The maze. Wow. This estate was your home for many years, despite the circumstances you left it. Perhaps the master feels it would do you good to revisit some old memories. Lyra's eyes narrow in a barely perceptible frown. Or old ghosts. Perhaps it would. Excellent. I'm sure you still know your way around the grounds. The kitchen is in the building to the east, and the garden and hedge maze is to the west. Come back and check in with me once you've stretched your legs. Works for me. Find the kitchen in the eastern end of the courtyard, the garden and hedge maze is the west. And need to remind you it's a poor idea to enter the maze without a lantern. Have a good evening, milady. Yeah, guards. Generic guards. Generic guards all saying the same things at the same times. You enter the kitchen, a pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shank of lamb. I shall reminisce. Remember the matronly woman as she sat humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in a childhood where such qualities were few and far between. Magda clasps you gently with her tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As daughter of the Master of Arms of the Great House Baron, you did not go wanting. Materially, at least. Wants a fat roasted meat, you and me both, buddy. Sometimes these games get you. Sometimes they start describing these amazing feasts and treats, and you're just like, oh. Magda looks at you with kind eyes. You pick at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child. Sleeping now, but it'd be best if you got him to bed before his men see him like this. Again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. I'll go get him. Don't worry, he won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, Astral. Deep wounds take a long while to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumed her meandering humming. Other times these stories describe some douchebag's buttons. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back out of your reminiscing. May I help you, milady? The man in a chef's outfit offers in a hoarse voice. No. And don't call me milady. Sir. I have found a trapdoor. I have found another lantern. Empty bottles litter the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff and their wine tasting sessions. No doubt much revelry has taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from the passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way, and you can almost hear faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. You're gripped by a long-hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away, but in so doing preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom. You still recall smelling him before you can make out his writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar. Mistress Valeria, open the door! Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. How could they take her? Chambers were locked from inside. Where is she? Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her wandering the forest outside the estate. Mistress Valeria. So I guess he died reeking of piss. No, we're reminiscing. We're remembering a time this happened. Remember, our father is dead. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father manages to stand. She was never the same. Whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night. But how could you know? You were but a babe yourself. You help lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father! Lord Cato trusted me and I failed him, but Valeria was the one to pay the price. Mind broken and that spawn of a child. Your father's voice seethes with fury. Enough! Now talk back to me, you bastard. What do you know about honor? As much as your harlot mother? Your father steps away from you unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Strike the man! Draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory. Your knuckles white. You're alone in the damp cellar and don't particularly feel like dwelling here. Our father was a troubled man, so apparently he failed to keep the lady of the house safe, and whatever befell her traumatized her deeply. And he blamed himself for that. Cured hams. Give me the hams. All the hams. I need hams, chat. My adventures shall be fueled by ham and ham alone. Cheese! Cheddar. I think I just picked up like 11 pounds of cheddar. Literally 11 pounds of cheddar. I am ready for anything. Run out of the ones you bought on sale. There must be more. Can't let it end like this, optician. Chef offers a short bow and a tired but sincere smile. I'm Chef Armand, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lady. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago. My oven must be fired up again. You must be famished. Indeed, I am. My suggestion is thusly, whilst I stoke the fire, you run down to the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich, and you shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live. Very well. Splendid, the pantry is west of the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northernmost room. Return me with the cured ham and cheddar, and I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld. Okay, I did it. Have the ham and cheese. Bought like $100 worth while it was on sale for like 90 cents a pound. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Clearly it served you well. Perfect. First of all, here's some bread. Now the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. Give it a try and bring me the results. I shall see if you have it in you. Here we go. Cheese my sandwich. Dark bread, cheddar, and cured ham. Dark bread. These are the traditional dark and heavy full-grain bread that's eaten throughout the region by farmers and laborers. Cheddar. Made from cow's milk, this cheese is common and beloved throughout the imperial heartlands, perfect for eating with bread and ham. Cured ham, tender, savory, and long-lasting. Cured ham is found in the cellar of every well-to-do merchant and petty noble in the empire. I have made a cheese sandwich. For a few short moments whilst eating a melted cheese sandwich, all is well in the world. Chat, I love the cut of this game's jib. Can verify. Indeed. There is no lie. Where is the lie, chat? Where is the lie? I present the sandwich for inspection. Armand wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich towards his nose. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savoriness of the ham. Perfection. You shall indeed never again go hungry in the night. Ah. Magnificent, chat. Yes, I know. Stop talking to me, guard. Man knows how to live. Man knows what's important in life. Fortunately, you have no ham. I mean, honestly, a cheese sandwich will do in a pinch. Here, Master Cato isn't seeing anyone. Don't tell me you have an audience. Charmed, I'm sure. building, but with no door. I take it this is the hedge maze up here. Alright. You stand before the gate to the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. The sounds and smells of the estate grounds, as they were long ago, call to you from distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. Faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, Star Child. Only my mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where'd you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you and darts off into the maze. You hear a man's voice yell Embla's name again, much closer now. Either way, she's lost to you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you on to the center of the maze. How hard could it be, chat? How hard could it be? That was, I believe, the center of the maze? Unless this maze is much bigger than I thought. That appears to be the way back out. Oh, here we go. You stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean, the rock at its heart, a windswept island. You found me, daydreamer. You remember the tone of her voice and can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond. Why do you always come here? I like the water. It's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. She makes a slow motion hop through the water, her fingers trailing the pond's surface where water and skin meet. Strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. Embla, you'll get in trouble. Stop it. Embla moves her fingers across the water's surface like a painter's brush. Colors spill across the pond. For a sleeping moment, you fancy that you could see cloud-topped mountain. Or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city reaching towards the heavens? Silence is shattered by a shout along with the beguiling images. Mistress Embla, the master requests you in the house immediately. That's my father. Something's wrong. It's mother. She's ill again. I think I caused it with what I can do. It poisons her mind. How long until mother isn't mother? Until father isn't lord? Or your father isn't master at arms? How long will any of it last? Everything falls apart in the end. Do you ever feel like everything is a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from exertion and anger. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you now. Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. Embla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you back to the house. She doesn't meet your eyes as you pass. Find yourself back in the present. A chill has crept into your bones. You best move on. Does she have magic? So, okay, so what I've garnered from this so far is that okay. So our character's father was the master of arms for this noble house, right? One night, someone spirited away the lady of the house. She was found the next day, wandering the woods, out of her mind. And either with a child or pregnant. And that was Embla. Embla, the star child, has some kind of mysterious power that the lord of the house at least thinks is the reason why his wife, her mother, is cursed. Is all messed up, so. Yeah, something strange has happened here. I say I'm quite lost. It's an interesting maze. Well, in any event, I've done it. This Embla seems cute. As tends to happen with these things, if she is a demon child, I mean, she's fairly innocent in that. Certainly not her fault. She's from beyond the stars or wherever. Oh, wait, just a moment. I almost forgot. Brandy for Big Bear Guy. I have your medicine. It's a fine foraging young whelp before you can get a word in. Kevin scratches, gets the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man, eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh. May your sleep be dreamless, he speaks as if to himself. May your sleep be dreamless. Gideon smiles sadly, an old soldier's greeting. Something one mercenary would say to another is a prayer to not dwell on painful memories, the kind that comes with work. Your father and I... Gideon halts momentarily and looks at you. Your father and I would always part with those words. Now I've held you long enough. Be on your way. Done it. Alright, let's go see Kato. Girl, if it pleases you, the master is his office just ahead. And note, once you meet with the master, things may move quickly. You may not have another chance to walk the grounds. I remember the way. Suppose you do, I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face as she beckons you to lead the way. I have a party member. Suppose you can't offer him a cheese sandwich for... Can I offer you a cheese sandwich in these trying times? The opulence has faded, the shadows longer. Clearly much has changed since the last time you were here. Try to remember. It's been years, perhaps decades since you were here. Not since your father was the house arms master. Not since... You must have your wits about you, and perhaps now is not the time to dwell on painful memories. Keep at it, though. Not since your father's exile. You were no more than 12 when you were driven from the household. Hard were the years that followed. Mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually they took your father, too. But your father had always insisted to his dying breath that his failure had been his own, that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful nonetheless. Oof. Not especially hungry, but I really want a cheese sandwich. That whole sequence just super sold it, didn't it? Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning. The sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. Examine them. One you recognize immediately, Valeria Barron, the mistress of the house. You remember as a gray ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Barron. Daughter of the house and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cowed timidness. How fair is Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to Master Barron. He's long been impatient to see you. What of Valeria? The mistress is vacationing in the countryside. Okay. So she's still alive, but not in great shape. Such as it is. Kato Barron sits in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember him, with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. The study, like the rest of the villa, is half-lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again, your own woman and in your prime, Kato says, before a frown consumes his smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love. But perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances? Okay, I could very awkwardly bring up the fact that my father is dead. I'm just gonna kind of stick to the deal here. Embla is missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg of you, Astral, help me find my daughter. Help her return home where she belongs. What's happened to her? She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Idra. She went of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. Kato begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports. Grave ones. No one and no word has left Idra in days. Rumor has it that even the Imperial augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me one way or another. Any idea why she left? Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts, but I suspect you already knew. In any case, has grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she is looking for answers. Why Idra? Why indeed? There's a little on the island save of the port of Horin. If Idra was her destination, she must have landed there. Horin? An old imperial port and home to a few hundred whalers, traders, and the occasional smuggler. We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead. Measure aptitude? Aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from the canonical imperial praxis. Instead, it comes from elsewhere, as the kind the Empire does not suffer to exist. I hope it's only answers that she seeks. What can I do? Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra, and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost, just bring back my daughter. Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I have summoned a Roland Grey-Eye to me, a crude but effective sellsword that I made good use of before. He shall accompany you on this task. The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. I'll take it into consideration. Kato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching, I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger. But this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. What say you? I accept for Embla's sake. Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. Let's get on with it. Astral, you stand and meet his gaze. Returning to me, there is no other outcome of this affair. You have my word, Kato. Oh, Lord have mercy, I'm in the ocean. Water blocks my... Ah, here we go. God, I made it. Who are these two? Okay, so, I guess, quick recap. In the ocean and looking rough. So we are the daughter of an arms master, for a noble house. Things went badly there. The lady of the house was driven insane, and her child, Embla, manifested some very odd, I'm assuming pagan powers. We returned to discover that Embla was missing. Her father implored us to go find her, and we are now on the shores of Idra looking for her. This is apparently the island she went to. Slowly drag yourself in the cold water and the relative safety of solid rock. You try and fail to stagger forwards as exhaustion washes over you in great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. Character looks rough right now. I think we have 1 hit point, yeah. You're woken by the cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. Large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation. What a magnificent feast your bloated corpse would make. Not today, motherfuckers. Minutes or perhaps hours pass, you lay unmoving, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Idra. Strewn around you is the wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Lest you find equipment and companions soon, you may have cheated death in vain. Your character is critically injured. This means you have taken enough damage to reduce both your vitality and wounds. The green bar on your character's portrait represents your vitality score. It's a buffer to your wounds. As long as you have vitality left, you won't take serious wound damage. Vitality is easily lost and easily regained. The second purple bar represents your wounds. Losing wounds is much more serious than losing vitality. Reaching 0 wounds means your character falls unconscious. Wounds can also only be recovered by resting or leveling up. So, like, more permanent HP. Okay. Whenever you take wound damage, you gain an injury condition as indicated by the icon on the portrait. Injuries confer serious penalties. Your character can only be removed by resting. Making camp and resting is the surest way to restore an injured character. Note that resting is not possible in every location, so plan accordingly. I spotted something. Fork and rusty bread knife. trinket. Also trinket. Picked up some items. Onyx. Okay, so I lost all that cool stuff I had on the boat, unfortunately. Can I make camp here? Oh, I can. Camp screen uses to feed the party and select camped activities for party members before resting. Fully recover from injuries, your party members must be well fed. Normally 10 points of food is required per party member to recover 100%. If less than the required amount is added, your party will only recover partially. Food from your inventory by double clicking it. Select camped activities. I mean, I'm familiar with all this, but if we don't have any food, there's not a whole lot we can do. So. Way on the freezing surf, you lose your footing on the slick stones and fall heavily to the ground. There's a sudden blur of movement in the corner of your eye, and you frantically try to get your feet. You slip again. Standing above you on a large rock is a young woman dressed in nautical guild livery. Wet auburn hair clings to her face in the cold wind. Magi's balls. I was sure I was the only one to make it ashore. The woman leaps from the rocks and helps you back on your feet. Looking you up and down, she fetches a wineskin from her belt and offers it to you. The skin is nearly empty, save for a last mouthful of brandy. I'll take it. You drink it down greedily and slowly. You feel a modicum of war creep into your bones. You recognize the young woman's face now. She must have served on the Zephyr. What's your name? Katiana's my name? The crew calls me Kat, or rather they did, I suppose. Looks up and down the beach with a furrowed brow. Listen, you have to get up. We need to get off this beach before you freeze, or worse. There's something wrong about this place. Can't you feel it? Like a taste in your mouth. And there are beasts, huge sea creatures I ain't never seen before. I saw them dragging the dead crewmen into a cave west of here. At least I hope they were dead. What do you suggest? This is Ultima 7 and everything but name. We need supplies and shelter first. There might be salvage to be had among the wreckage of the beach. I also think I spotted the chimney of a house just north of the cliffs. A warm fire and some food would go a long way. Kat offers you your hand and drags you your feet. She looks pensively towards the west. Also, as I said, there's a cave west of here. I think the crabs dragged off most of the corpses there, but what if they're not all dead? Might be other survivors like you and me. What's more, there's a chance one of the officers was carrying the seal when the boat sank. If we find it, the Nautical Guild would give me anything to have it returned to them. Sorry, a seal? Captain's seal. It's a medallion of sorts that's carried on every guild vessel. It's not just for show either. They say the seals are forged by the Magi and they all have secret powers, but I don't know nothing about that. All I know is the guild pays well to have one return if a ship is ever lost. So I was warned by one of the officers. I don't think the captain had on when the fight broke out. Might have been the first mate who was carrying it. I think he was still alive when the ship sank. So I would say the cave to the west is where we should start looking. You ready to go? Let's go. Good, I found this bow in a cargo crate. We best find you a weapon too as soon as possible. I suspect we'll need it before long. Alright, party members. Astral reaches level 2, +5 vitality. For the first time in your life, you're overcome with a sense of purpose. The path ahead will undoubtedly be difficult. You're certain is the one you're supposed to take. Okay. Whale. I'm pretty sure we're going to be using sword. I'm going to be boring and go sword. I think I will also make myself tougher. Alright, and Cat reaches level 2. Same deal. What do we got here? Tradecraft. Oh, she can do backstabs. Stealth and stuff. Interesting. Backstab initiate, mobility, survivor. Light weapons initiate, an expert. Thievery. Oh, she's a rogue type. Interesting. Let's go ahead and do that. Give her some extra mobility. Do one of these. Do some improved stealth. That might actually help. Do that. Okay, cool. I also appear to have been healed. If you've not already done so, this might be a good time to level up. I already did it. Spotted something. Crude cutlass, crude junk. -1 accuracy. I mean, I got it. I'll take it. I'll try it. You have... Are you equipped? She is also equipped with a cutlass. I thought she had a bow, but I guess not. Before we talk to that guy, I think maybe I should head over into that cave and see if I can rescue some people. Forget the thing I meant. What's up, Larissa Spiso? How's the scalding? It's good. I like it. Having a real good time so far. Spotted something. Sailor's corpse. Hood, checkered tunic. What do we have here? Rags. Doesn't do a whole lot, but take it. Oh, weird. I didn't realize who I had. Okay. I didn't realize I gave her that. Goblet and an ornate game piece. Rations. Cool. What was that? A trail ration of dried meats, fruit, and grains is sure to be filling as it is boring. This is a top-down Heroes of Might and Magic sort of deal. It's a very traditional RPG. It's very old school. Athletics. Wait, aren't I? Why does it keep defaulting to her? Yeah. Got it. I have ascended. Oh, sweet Jesus. The stench of rotting flesh fills your nostrils. Ahead of you, grotesquely misshapen crustacean horrors feast greedily on the corpses of the dead crew of the Zephyr. Blasted horrors, Cat spits through gritted teeth. What manner of force has spawned these creatures? Cool. Stuff. I think that's crab. Crab people. Crab people. Automatically succeed. Alright, cool. Blood will flow. Deploy your party. I believe it is fighty time. Yeah, I know I could keep going up, but I kind of assumed that would I kind of assumed that would progress the plot. Make them come to us. Okay, okay. Soak 3, took 6 piercing damage. Not bad. And alright, here we are. Inspired with my violence. Critical backstab, damn, nice. Boom. Victory! I like the combat in this. It flows well. I get chitin. I get chitin bits. Gold buttons and mugs. I got committed to the retro aesthetic. This is very DOS coded. It is, isn't it? Definitely is. Alright, so there's the cave. Is there a save? Let's save. Type a name and press save. Astral versus crab people. I have faith in you, Astral. Oh, we don't have a torch, do we? Eons worth of the sea is ravaged upon the land, has given birth to this cave. From its depths, a stench of seaweed and rotting flesh rises. So foul it is that it feels like some evil entity attempting to force its way through the pores of your skin and the core of your being. Toughness versus 10, try not to vomit. I am continuing to bring glory upon mine ancestors, chat. I have held down my lunch. Stealing your resolve, you manage to calm your breathing. Though the stench persists, you manage to push the image of foul things in the darkness feasting on the spilling entrails of soul and sea corpses from your mind. I can definitely tell that she's no longer thinking of that. Carry on into the darkness. Not gonna be able to see shit in here. Because we don't have... Oh, it crab time. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Oh, you really didn't want to miss that. You really, really, really didn't want to miss that. Injured his head. Injured his torso. Kapow! Inspired kill. Critical hit. Kapow! Here's the sickening thoughts your characters successfully stop thinking about so they can haunt you directly instead. It's perfect. What is this? Giant crab. Uh-oh. Alright. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Giant crab must be defeated before things get super bad. Oh god, I'm panicked. I can't do anything. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, we're all gonna die. Yo, Jesus, that's gross. Panic has ended. I don't think it's gonna change much. Splorge. Oh, Jesus. You have died. The dragon awakens. Reload a previous save or restart the game. Load my last save, please. Finally. Is this game too hard, Oddish? It is. Okay, I think I know what I'll do this time. We'll force them into this passage. And that way we'll only have to deal with them one at a time. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I got them backwards. Damn it. No, I wanted my leader in front. Okay, well, that sucks. do a lot of damage. I think maybe I better move back here. Oh, you know what? Oh, there's a disengage penalty. Okay. Yeah, you can't actually move that far when you disengage. Actually, no, hang on. Where's the, Let me reload that. I know what to do, chat. I continue to bring glory upon mine ancestors. Frosty. Alright, this should do the trick. This way we'll only have to deal with one at a time, and both of us can hit it. Can being the operative word there. A backstab on that guy. Nice. So just go ahead and obliterate him. This guy does so much damage. Boom! There we go. Victory. Excellent. We just leveled up, too. Step forward and we're celebrating no matter how small. Keep going and soon the path behind you will be longer than the path ahead. I love these little level up, like, messages. It reminds me of leveling up messages in Morrowind. Disengage action like D&D? I should probably check, yeah. Okay, 3 points. Light armor. I don't think I even have, I don't think I even really have much armor right now. What is not today? First time you take wound hit point damage in combat, you automatically regain vitality points. That actually sounds pretty cool. That's a straight up increased toughness. I'm gonna go ahead and take not today. That'll be helpful. Yes, we will save. Okay. Got some rope. Lantern, that's what I really wanted, honestly. Now I can see shit. 30 wooden chest. There we go. I take damage from unlocking chests like that. That's interesting. Or scale mail. Why? Because it's going on my body? This is medium armor. Encumbrance of 3, soak 5. I'm wearing rags right now. Put that on. I guess let's put the checkered tunic on too. Why not? Don't need to be wearing rags right now. Old and ruined shipping crates litter this part of the cave. Only smugglers use a place like this to store their goods. Perhaps there are other similar caches to be found in the outer aisles. Whoa, that was, I accidentally hit the tab button and I got this. It has a Commodore 64 console. That's pretty funny. Alright, it would appear there is more dungeon. Large misshapen crabs emerge from the water all around you. Intentionally or not, this seemingly mindless beasts have lain in ambush for you. Steel thyself. Deploy thine soldiers. Prepare for combat. You should probably go there, and I think you should probably go there. Yeah. Fuck that guy up. You fuck this guy up. Buttress thine emotions. Oh, the soak is doing work. We're soaking. Damn. Blenderizing these people. Let's shift. Schwunk. Give me that Titan. Sweet, sweet carapace. Oh shit, hi. Who goes there? A haggard man dressed in the livery of the Nautical Guild huddles apprehensively in the corner of the small chamber you're standing in. His lips are dry and his cracked and he appears to be parched. Dead emperors, please tell me you found a way out of this pit. What are you doing here? They took the bodies of the drowned men and women I've known for years, all blue and swollen, dragged them into this cave. Crabs as big as horses. How could such a thing be? What's wrong with this place? In any case, I was too weak to fight back when I landed, and they must have thought I was dead, dragged me into the darkness. When I heard those sounds, claws rending dead flesh, something awoke in me. I kicked and screamed as best I could, and they let me go. I ran as fast as I could, but I took a turn in the darkness and ended up here. I hear them moving about in the caves around me. I didn't dare try to make it out. I hadn't come here. I've died from thirst. We should be clear. Thank you so much. I'll live to see another day. By the golden dead, I'll be mending my wicked ways if I make it out of here. No more dice and whoring. A desperate man will waste no time scrambling past you and towards fresh air and relative safety. That was Ari. Cat seemed flustered. Poor bastard. Sounds like he's losing his mind the way he was talking. Trapped down here for days? He's an arse, but he didn't deserve that. None of them did. Keep you on Black Ramen is a godsend. This, please. Ah, so each force roll, you take 1 damage. That dice and whoring was the point of making it out. I mean, I'm with you on this, but to each thine own. To thine own heart be true. Oh, Christ almighty. That's not what I wanted to see. What the fuck are these? Giant leeches. Level 2 vermin. Fell animals. Okay. You put your happy ass back here. You put your happy ass over here. We'll begin thusly. Nice miss, idiot. I have been... What happened to me? Defending, bleeding. Thief, let me open that. Oddish, nah. I got this. I'm all muscly. I ain't got these muscles for nothing. going around. Boom! A critical backstab on him, that was awesome. And then just kind of whiffed completely. Oh wow, exploded. When do you get guns? Well, DD smash open chest would risk ruining whatever treasure is in the item. Whatever treasure is in there. Okay, I got a charge bonus for that. Can I have some more arrows? No, apparently I've used all the arrows. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to go clubbing, man. Oh, this guy's scared. Too bad. He didn't want it, but he got it anyway. Remember when D&D games where a party wizard decided to smash the chest open with his staff? The chest which was trapped with the fireball spell. He wound up a fine red mist. Strangely haunting piping you be heard from the caves ahead surely must be the wind. Then again, it rises and falls with an eerie sense of musicality that does nothing to set your mind at ease. We shall forge onward. This looks like it might be something. Biats? Biats, chat? Ow! Okay. That was painful. I hope whatever they did, they don't do it again. Also, not today. Seems like not today was great. Don't miss. Honestly, pretty important that you stop missing. There we go. Let's inspire some people. Wizard I want to play as a jock wizard, just pump strength and miss with their spells while the enemy with the staff. I don't think that bat like fully processes that we're here. Here's the thing, plot reason to go in this cave, or all you're going to get is a little IOU. I mean, she said that she needs to get the Navigators Guild crest. I assume there's a good reason to do that. But it's also, you know, the game has sent us towards some enemies that we can handle at this level, and it's experience for us. You're nearly grown accustomed to the foul stench that lingers in these caves, but now it once more assaults your senses with renewed vigor. Rolling out of the eastern passage like so many black tendrils probing for a way into the very core of your being. Whatever lies ahead must be at the center of the rot that permeates this pit. Haven't failed a roll yet. Your grit alone, you refuse to let the foulness find purchase, and you fight down the nausea that wells up inside you. Overrating because God, it's all their bodies. It's all the everything. Master... Okay. I got a Masterwork Plumed Helmet of Defense. Adds 1 to your dodge. Hot shit. Put that on. Amazing. The corpses of the doomed crew, the Zephyr, arranged around the chamber's central column. A pale light shines down from an aperture in the vaulted cave ceiling above, illuminating their bloated features and pale blue skin. Is there a form of artistry to their arrangement? For a brief moment, you almost find it beautiful. Thought comes into your mind unbidden, an interloper. Stepping between the corpses, you spot a man who you immediately recognize as the Zephyr's first mate. Around his neck, a sturdy chain glimmers, and you carefully fish out a strange octagonal amulet, richly filigreed and with the navigational rosette of the Nautical Guild carved on it. It's no doubt the captain's seal, and apparently an item the guild will pay handsomely to have returned to them. As you pocket the... oh shit. As you pocket the amulet, you become aware of movement in the waters around you. Strange stalked eyes regard you as several of the chitinous horrors emerge. No doubt the abominations will come to feed on the flesh of the dead or the living. I don't... okay, I can't choose my character... I'm just gonna attack. Abominable creatures snap their claws greedily, advance towards you, not intending to make part of the gruesome display. Oh, it's... oh, fuck, it's like 3 giant ones. Ugh. Lord have mercy. Okay. Let me see if this improves our odds. I don't keep her out of the way. That's good. Oh, what's this? This is different. Alright, we'll get in here and start working on him. Taking significantly less damage now. That seems to be going... ooh! Never mind. That was a big hit. Oh, I really need you to not miss. Honestly, really important that you stop missing. He is obliterated! Oh, but she's getting kind of obliterated too. Select an item to use. Tonic Vitality, okay. Yes! Crit! Crit him ass! We also use a Tonic Vitality. Crush this thing. Yes! Crit him again! Crit him harder! No, don't miss. God damn it. Oh, hell yes. Crushed it. Oh, we got him pincered. We backstabbed him. Yes! Yes! Oh, that was so satisfying. Oh, that felt good. I think you leveled up. Yep. You actually leveled up before that fight. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, she can actually hide in combat if I level that up. Do light... piercing, and let's... yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Oh, I have an injured arm. Oof, that's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Save. Definitely found some. Kick. Ooh, what's this? Masterwork Noble's Gloves of Stealth. Ooh. We're finding the good shit, chat. The Nautical Guild Steel, okay. Okay, that's the way out. There was a side passage that I didn't really explore real quick. It feels so good when you get new, like, cool new items in this game. Like, super satisfying. Okay, that looks like another way out, maybe? Let's go this way. Brandy, now you give me a piss out like your dad. Stepping in the fresh air, you pull the strange octagonal guild seal from your pocket and examine it more closely. The dark metallic surface is covered in intricately carved lines and symbols. It reminds you of a mix between a compass and an astrolabe. Lore versus 10. Try to think you heard something about this before. Roll a 6 or above. Got it. You've indeed heard about this type of device before. As you understand, it allows the officers of a nautical guild ship to operate the vessel's complicated navigational instruments. But more than that, it also serves as a device that records the captain's log. Were the cave children you picked up? Those are mushroom. No doubt the information stored inside the device is true value to the nautical guild. The Zephyr was sunk by some unknown whore, and the guild would pay dearly to learn more about such a dire threat to their operation. You feel the weight of the strange device in your hand. For a moment, you're back on the deck of the Zephyr. Monstrous tentacles rise above the ship like strange alien towers. Terrified screams fill the air. You shudder. Cat's voice snaps you out of it. If we ever get off this bloody island and back to the mainland, the guild will pay well to have that returned. All I ask is you remember who told you about it. What do you mean? You can keep the coin. All I want is to be done with the guild. Be free to wander as I like. Maybe wander up to my brother and stick a knife in his fat gut. Brother. Backstory. 'Twas my older brother who sold me off to the guild. I was bloody 12. 20 years is what I owe them on account of that bastard. I've already wasted 10. Her voice breaks for a moment before steel creeps back into her otherwise soft features. Like I said, gutting the bastard will go a long way towards setting things right. And the amulet will help you somehow? Sure, I'm free enough for now. The guild doesn't like to let their assets go, and they have a way of catching up with those who jump ship. Even someone as lowly as me. Dangling a recovered captain's seal in front of them is exactly the kind of thing that might sway them. Do what we can. I'm liking you more and more. Let's start by getting off this bloody island alive. Let's save now that we're out of there. The small farm is overgrown. I love all of this text description. It adds so much to this game. Interesting name for a shroom. Why not name them after normal mushrooms such as Chicken of the Woods or Death Angel? Good question. Actually, I should go. I should check its item description. Maybe it'll explain. Small farm is overgrown and derelict and appears to be abandoned. At one point, you muse, this must have been a quaint place. A good spot to raise a family, perhaps? Suddenly, as if summoned by your very thoughts, the faint but unmistakable sound of children's laughter is carried on the wind. The sound is oddly distorted with strange echoing quality, and for some reason, it chills you to your bones. The sound is interrupted by a woman's cry of pain or perhaps sorrow. That sounds like goose. Spoopy goose. There's actually a lady right there. A woman sits in the grass ahead of you, the well looming over her. She is emaciated, ragged, and covered in grime. How long has she been sitting here? Days? weeks? She rocks back and forth, almost catatonic. Then suddenly you hear it again. The clear sound of playful children's laughter rises from the well. The woman wails. The woman rocks slowly back and forth as she stares blankly at the well in front of her. What has happened? It took them, called out to them. I heard it. Funny thing is, I heard it calling with my voice. Oleg and Anja live in the well now. They're calling for me to join them. Can I help? It will never stop. It will multiply until it covers all the lands and all the seas. And when we are all dead in bones, the conqueror mold will dress our corpses in black mourning veils. Cool. I'm gonna go. Good luck with that. Her voice is flat and monotone. The strange words almost seem to come from somewhere else. She then lets out a deep sigh. If I had my children's bones to bury, it would give me some respite. A moment of silence and the sickening sound of children's laughter once again rises from the well. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. You see a well. The well seems ordinary enough until you examine it more closely. A thin layer of slimy black mold seems to cling to its walls, and a heavy odor of filth rises from its depths. You could swear you heard something splash around in the shallow waters. A ladder has been placed in the well shaft, and you could easily descend if you wanted to, and I do. Oh, this looks great. As you descend deeper into the earthy cave, you realize the black mold covers most of the walls. Even the air is thick with floating black specks. Here and there, the mold seems to form nodules. Your mind fills with images of the nodules bursting open in an obscene mockery of birth and black worm-like tendrils of mold spilling forth into the world. An irrational urge to touch the nodes begins to grow inside you. No, I'm going to move on. I'm also going to save. It's all moldy down here. Got an idea? Bones are hollow, so flood the well and the bones should come right up. Yeah, it sounds like the mold would come up too, and that would be bad. Perhaps it's the thickness of the air, the sickly miasmas that fill this part of the cave, but stars flash before your eyes. Your mind is assaulted with images of alien landscapes. Cities? No, giant living structures, almost like the coral that traders from the Seagate sometimes peddle, but large. So large it almost touches the sky. Very Lovecraftian, that. Then you see it. The structures themselves writhe with obscene life. Innumerable black worm-like tendrils of black mold cover them. They beckon. Give in to them. Let them take hold. In the sky above you, something massive shifts. I shall carry on. I am stronger than this. Stronger than you. You feel as if you're dragged under into the crushing blackness of unfathomable depths. Stars flash before your eyes, and again you once more see the impossible landscapes. Cyclopean edifices of writhing black shapes, an age of worms. You understand now. This is not some alien dreamscape. This is Warda. This is home. Warda is the planet upon which you find yourself, noticeable for the presence of the Reticulum. The dominant ruling power is the Gallian Empire. Dump a bunch of hydrogen peroxide everywhere. And you are a high priest, the god regent of a perfect world, and now it is time. The sky sunders, seven eyes see. It comes. Give yourself to it. We gotta willpower check this. Ooh, barely, but we got it. Gathering all your willpower, you wrest back control of your faculties and forge ahead. On the wall ahead, you spot it. Festering ganglion of black ichor with two small human skulls leering from it. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, that's extra fucked up. The massive glistening mold pulsates with a grotesque peristaltic motion as you approach it. Embedded in his collection of small animal bones, nonetheless, you have no problems identifying two complete small human skeletons. Gimme. One by one, you loose the bones from the writhing of the ganglion. Its motions become more and more agitated as you work, and a wave of relief washes over you as the last piece comes loose. Now you must make your way out of this death trap. The well's still good. Oh, yeah, the well's great. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, perfectly safe. No problems whatsoever. Drink up me hearties, yo-ho. The two diminutive shapes materialize as if from the very walls themselves. Bodies alive with writhing mold. Their blank, idiotic faces, oh, that's rude, stare up at you in a grotesque imitation of life. Your blood runs cold as organs that should never shape human voices spill forth the sound of children laughing. A loud shriek escapes from the horrors, and in a maelstrom of writhing blackness, the two pathetic creatures reshape into lean forms that tower over you. They do not intend to let you leave. Let's see if we can get out of here. Ooh. The odds are not in our favor on this, but let's see. Nope. You have been found wanting. If you attempt to slip past the monstrosity, they have you boxed in. The only way out now is through. Death or glory, deploy your party. Is there a way that we could box these guys in somehow? Do that. So this is a mold child, a level 3 resolute beast, an abomination. All right, we're soaking pretty good. I think we're gonna be okay. That was a lot of soak, actually. Boom! That inspo going. I was ready killing children. Mold children don't count. It's fine. Practically what they're made for. We got rot mold, a reagent used in potions of speed. An aggressive mold node to eat almost any organic material it comes in contact with. This mold has cost more than a few citizens or cheese sellers and pets. I said I was gonna check the description for something, and I already forgot what it was. The mushrooms. Thank you. Glowman. Glowman is so called for its faint bioluminescence. It grows naturally in damp cave systems. It is commonly used alchemical ingredient in potions of cure disease and regeneration. Oh, cave child. Small pinkish mushroom that is sometimes found in caves, though eating it will cause acute vomiting, is a valuable alchemical agent when used properly. Sorry, no dice. The skeletal figure Marita sits in front of the well, rocking silently back and forth. I have your children's bones. Marita looks up at you and blinks as if waking from a dream. Without a word, she gingerly takes a small bundle of bones in her arms as if it was a swaddled infant. Cradles it for a moment, then looks up at you with grateful eyes. She gently strokes your cheek once and then turns and wanders off into the fog. You set her free. Falling to your knees, you retch violently. If it is from the conqueror mold or the emotional moment, you can't quite tell. Those aren't my kids. Kneeling in the grass, you notice a satchel lying where Martito was kneeling. You get a feeling it was left there for you. Slowly, you regain your composure and get to your feet. Shambling away from the well, you suddenly stiffen. Did you just hear something? A child's voice, perhaps? Or was it just the wind? So what did we get for that? I think maybe we got gold for that. Hard to say. I have a hood, actually. I want to wear a hood. Purpose of nothing. Enough finished playthroughs of King's Quest 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Somebody else got to 7 before you, and 3 is 3 is not good. Oh, we made it out of there. Well, I can loot the shit out of this farm, please. Get a bunch of potatoes and carrots and leaf stuff. Oh, there's that thing. Backpack, gold ring, potion cure disease, Martita's cookbook, and gold. Oh, it's actually Marita, but they actually misspelled it as Martita in one place. Should I play Owl's Quest to round out the series? Oh, we got recipes, vegetable soup, farmer's omelet. Perfect. Potatoes, carrots, and leeks will make us some delicious vegetables. I think it's a pumpkins. Beds and inns, keeps an eye out for beds or inns to rest while adventuring. Doing so is superior to sleeping in the wild. While resting in an inn or bed, you have the option to manage your party. It means you can choose what characters would be part of your main party and who should wait in camp. Oh, okay. You can actually get a lot of characters in this, it seems. Camp followers do not earn XP and never participate in combat. Camp followers will, for the most part, not engage in the narrative. There are a few exceptions, however, and there are some cases where even characters outside your main party may chime in during conversation. Sir Roland, who will not appear again. I can make me some vegetable stew. I'll make cheese sandwich. Alright. I made a couple things of vegetable stew. Just how to use wet and covered in seaweed also looks familiar. Instantly you realize this is your luggage from the Zephyr. They have been stowed too well to get during the mutiny, but by some miracle it made it ashore must have been salvaged. But the combination lock remains sound, meaning the content of the chest is likely still unmolested. Fog of War visual effect is juicy. It is. It does a lot for the atmosphere in this game. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Alright. Enough with this crude-ass cutlass. We're going to use a long-ass sword. And shield and... what is this? A ranger's outfit. I think I can go to you. There you go. I'm fine with my checkered tunic. This is medium weapon. She specializes in light weapon. What's wrong with that? Frag. Astral reaches level 4. What do we got? Tough as nails, down to light armor mastery. And from there, medium armor mastery. What am I using right now? My poor scale mail is medium. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a point here then. And let's do... go ahead and do more sword. More S-word. Good, 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 good. Okay. Don't actually need to make camp there after that healing effect happened. What is this guy's deal? Oh, Christ almighty. Lanky man with skin like sun-dried leather, stale, slack-jawed at you. He's dressed in rags and with a wide-brimmed hat and a large bundle of scraps slung over his shoulder. Do Basilo's eyes deceive him? More ghosts? Or did the sea spit you back out alive? Not many are that lucky. Pants swirling on the walls, significant. I'll go back and check that out. Eyes fall on the crude spiked club that hangs his belt. Who are you? Basilo makes his living picking at what the mother of maelstroms does not swallow. It's been rich pickings as of late. Crates and barrels and even the odd fleshy morsel. And bears a row of blackened teeth in which you assume is a smile. What's the club for? Club is caked in dried blood and of crude design, has the look of a tool used well and often. Basilo offers up a chuckle that is chillingly out of place as he pats it. Every now and then Mother Maelstrom offers up little fish that have a bit of fight left in them. All Basilo does is help them to rest. Let me see. Listen here, Basilo has a proposal for you. Nut. often enticed to listen to an offer from somebody who talks about themselves in the third person, but as needs must. Shores bursting with bounty today. Man can make a fortune if he sets his mind to it. Right yet, no need for Basilar to risk his hide. You seem fit enough. I got coin. I'll buy whatever you bring me. Might even have a piece or two to sell if you're interested. Just beware them clippers. Very well. Basil will be warming his bones up the old abandoned farmhouse right behind us. Find me there. We'll see. The man slinks off into the fog, heading north as his form dissolves in the nothingness of the mist. You can hear him muttering to himself excitedly. Alright, Basilo. Let's talk about this. There he is. I don't know. Can't say I've seen that before. There's the one who cheated Mother Maelstrom and loaded with trinkets for old Basilo, perhaps. There might be some fine coin in it for you. Stay as long as you like, just don't drink the water in the well. Okay, it's not good, chat. Fireplace casts a warm glow across the piles of old fish bones, broken furniture, and strange trinkets that litter the ruined home. Basilo hums contentedly to himself. Let's trade. Ah, the trading interface. What do we have? All right, let's go through it. We've got a war axe. I'm probably gonna keep this. We'll get rid of the crude club. Crude cutlass. And the crude mace. Get rid of all the crude stuffs. Armor, checkered tunic. Don't really need the rags. Modest but well-crafted gold ring. I'm gonna hang on to that for now. Potions, ingredients. Other stuff. Ah, here we go. Trinkets. Trinkets and bottles. A two-pronged fork, though a good knife and fingers will suffice for most of the Empire's citizens. Simply will not do for a small, select elite. Okay. Do I need to break this down a bit. But I am actually holding another checkered tunic. I think we're good on this. I think it's fine. Buy a two-pronged fork, bring them back. Alright, from here it seems we foresee... Oh, a blood current. There's always something going on in this game, and I really appreciate that. Blood-curling howl cuts through the fog, whatever his source is not far away, and it sounds dangerous. Well, we better save them. I'm in danger. Make ready. I have run into what? Dead body. And dire hounds. Level 1. I think we'll be okay. In fact, I'm going to be bold and put us forward. Get rid of him. No, don't miss. Boom, inspired. Boom. Alphabetize your save files, which is not all that useful, really. Yeah. Maybe what I should be doing, I should put a number at the front of them. That way I can control where they actually show up. Seems like you can also manage this just using the mouse. Body lies broken upon the ground, though it has been gnawed by the hounds. It seems clear the person fell or jumped from the cliffs above. What's it? Cliffs above. Onions! Wild onions. You can climb the wall ahead. Sand. Scale the wall. Person jump down from here. Oh, Lord. Okay, we got more. Strange decision to add alphabetization that worsens saving. It is true, yeah. It is an odd choice. Inspired. God, I love that. The combat in this is really fun, chat. It's really, like, the flourish of it is extremely satisfying. Feels good. Steal your phone. There is a camp up there. I think I see how to get up there. Not. I must have to get there from a different direction. Emerging from the rocky shores, you survey the dreary interiors of Idra. Rolling hills and moors cover much of the surrounding areas, and tall, jagged mountains rise towards the north. East of you, a lighthouse can be seen, its faint light flickering against the gloom. Beyond that lies a bay, and from its far shore, the wind carries the foul stench of burning corpses. There's something wrong here on this island, something really bad. Cat suppresses a shiver. Came here for a reason, right? What, with mercenaries and all. Had to have been something important. Hired to find somebody. Cat listens intently as you tell her about your quest to find Embla Baron. Girl's lucky to have family to care for. The old man told you he was last seen in Horan, right? Well, I've been to Horan, landed there on our last run. I could tell something felt off about the place, but nothing like this. Here's how I see it. Horan isn't far, just a day's march to the east around the bay. However, I think we need to be all clever-like about this. Make sure we rearm and maybe even try to pick up a few allies. If we rush in and end up dead, we're not doing this Embla any good, is what I'm trying to say. So we should explore around a bit, right? Gather a bit of intelligence and whatnot. I agree. We need to take it step by step. Yeah, just like that, Cat nods. See over there? Cat points towards the lighthouse to the east. Lighthouse is still lit, so it's bound to be manned. If we make our way there, we might find out more about what's going on. Might even scrounge up a hot meal. Any other suggestions? Looks around, squints against the wind, nods her head towards the northern shore. I suppose any other survivors and wreckage from the Zephyr would be washed up on shore northwest of where we landed, right? Worth a look-see? As you set out across the blasted landscape, you have a growing feeling that whatever horrific fate has befallen this region is somehow inexorably tied to your quest. Something dark and vast is slowly spreading throughout the outer isles, tentacles grasping greedily, as if searching for something. Great adventures may lie ahead, but so does great terror. Of that, you are absolutely certain. And with that, we've made it to the world map, chat. And I believe with that, I'm gonna call it a night. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been fading a little bit for the last 30 minutes to an hour. So I don't think it'll go terribly remiss if I call it a bit early tonight. But I'm gonna save here. Right on the world map as such. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I like this game quite a bit. I will pose the question to you, though I believe I already know the answer. Come Monday, would y'all prefer to continue with this? Would y'all be interested in a full playthrough of this? Or would you prefer to go other places? Would you prefer to do Dread Delusion or some of the other games that I mentioned, considering the other night? Arcane's interested. Deep Thought is not. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? How y'all feeling? Live up here for a bit. I'd like to see more. Lean slightly towards other. I want to hang out in the solitaire room. Well, we all want to hang out in the solitaire room. Of that, there can be no doubt, but only special folk are allowed in the solitaire room. I tell you what, if there's no consensus tonight, I believe I'll put it to a vote tomorrow during the day in Discord, if that's agreeable to y'all. I'll put up a little thing asking if y'all be interested in continuing SKALD or playing something new on Monday. Let democracy run its course there. Solitaire room is trash. There's 2 kings of diamonds. Are there 2 kings of diamonds? Oh my god, there are 2 kings of diamonds. How did that happen? It's a fraud. It's a phony. Boo. All right. Anyway, chat. So yeah, tomorrow night, power hours. Back to the power index. As I said, I'm gonna leave requests closed. When we start up tomorrow, I will hear pleas for additional requests from those 2 pages, if thou needest them. But I would like to turn the page and see what other trouble we can get into. No stream on Sunday, and then Monday is going to depend on what y'all decide tomorrow. So keep an eye on Discord tomorrow. Pop in probably in the next game channel to make your opinions known. There's gonna be more Steven Seagal prototypes. God, could you imagine how nightmarish that would be? Anyway, let's go see who's up and available to be rated. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh my god. Correctly. Looks like Kiwi's up. I don't often see Kiwi up. They're playing Stardew Valley, something that I actually considered streaming myself. Let's go hang out with them. So have a good time, chat. Go see how that's treating them. So anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for humoring me as I gave SKALD against the Black Priory a chance. And I gotta say, I really like it. It's everything I hoped it would be. Nice and crunchy, but not overwhelming. Really satisfying combat. Really good writing. I want to make sure that's clear. Really, really good writing and tons of it. So, but we'll talk more tomorrow on Discord if you want to see more of it or move on. And hopefully I will see you all tomorrow night for the power hours. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.